We'll turn our attention now to a different matter entirely, but it's got to do with the federal government's policy, is the tomato policy. We're joined this morning by Nnamdi Nnodebe, who is the MD and CEO of Sonia Foods Industries Limited. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
Well, recently the federal government announced a new policy, which through the Office of the Minister of Trade and Investments, about this tomato sector, and they're about to begin implementation of that particular policy. So how is the industry which you belong taking this, and how does it affect you?
Thank you very much. Sonia Food was started years back, over 10 years ago. We started producing locally here. Mm-hmm. First of all, we started importing 2006 in Little Park. Government keep on clamoring of creating a job. Then we decided to put machinery, employ people. As of today, we have over 200 workers, direct employers that are working under our organization. And of recent, I don't know who that decides to increase the tariff of triple concentrate, because I'm not importing Little Park. They did not invite us. We are a member of MAN. We are not aware of this. And as a matter of fact, no company as of today that are producing triple concentrate in Nigeria. And no functioning machine also that are working now doing this.
Okay,
but I'm sorry.
The triple concentrate.
Yes, exactly.
Shed some light so that we will all be on the
What does the triple concentrate mean?
The triple concentrate, those that are converting fresh tomato, fruit tomatoes, to paste. Extracting water from fresh tomatoes to triple concentrate. It persists at 8 bricks. Then we take this triple concentrate, we process it, pack it in cans or in sachet for end users. That's what we're doing.
So yeah, that's local production.
That is local production. That's our own job here. We also invested millions of dollars in our own factory. And it's a shame. If, for example, like I know of a factory there in Kano, owned by Ascon, Dangote, that can produce this triple concentrate since 2012. And because of non-availability of fresh tomatoes, they couldn't do anything. And I see no reason why government will just wake up overnight without considering those that already genuinely invested so much money in this field.
You know, when government announces policies, they always say that they come up with these policies to protect local industries here so that they in turn will grow. So does that mean that this new tariff that they announced, I think it's from 5% to what, about 55%?
5% to 50%.
So that is not to protect any local industry?
Not to protect any local industry.
How so? Explain. I mean, this is paradoxical.
I'm aware that there are some redundant machinery to do this. But the problem we are having today is that farmers, they are not getting enough yield. Like companies like Dangote to use it to protect process triple concentrate for us to take. That's the main problem. Minister of Agriculture is supposed to, first of all, support the farmers for them to start having good yield. From 5 to 6 tons per hectare now to 30 or above, based on what we're seeing out there. I've been to Italy many times, study about these tomatoes. Nobody can tell you today that it's producing. I challenge anybody. Nobody can tell you today that they're producing triple concentrate in Nigeria. Nobody.
So how do we come about it?
First, let me tell you one thing. The reason why I believe that they are doing this, that they just want to, like last year, you heard about the total absoluta on tomato, and there's it's cock and bull stories.
I'm sorry, which one is cock and bull story?
Total absoluta that because of it that we don't have enough fresh tomato to do this, to do that. They are all stories.
Do we have fresh tomatoes enough?
We don't have fresh tomatoes enough. That's the major problem. Because if farmers cannot sell this fresh tomato at least 1 kg at a rate of 20 naira to a company like Dangote, Dangote cannot be able to produce triple concentrate and give to us. And as a matter of fact, Dangote capacity as of today, let's assume tomato grew all the year because it's seasonal. It's not more than 3 months. You are aware. Let's assume he decides to, or somebody, farmers grow tomato that he has tomato all the year. He cannot produce more than 13,500 tons of concentrate. And companies that are using this concentrate locally to reprocess and put into cans, their requirement is more than 150,000. Look at the gap. It's not up to 2%.
So in essence now you're saying that the government did not do well by increasing the tariff, knowing that the tomato production capacity is still low.
It's very, very low. They are aware. And I'm also, if I'm in position to advise CBN, they should not give any single person loan today to go and get machinery to process triple concentrate because tomato is not there. Let us first of all support those that already have this machinery to know what they are facing.
Okay, let's have it this way. Could you shed some more light in terms of, you said this policy will hurt the sector of which you belong. What should be the right thing? How should it not happen?
The right thing, what government is supposed to do now, first of all, they suspend this hike of tariff because tomatoes that we're using, all of us were eating tomatoes today, is an essential commodity. Champagne today, if you import champagne in Nigeria, you will not pay more than 20%. Then tomato that everybody eats, they hike it to 50%. Plus 1,500 levy, dollars. This is my first time hearing this in my life. Each ton you import into the country, you pay $1,500. Who are you protecting? No company today that doing it. If they have, I'm ready to buy. But what they are trying to do, before you know it, they will tell you, oh, due to lack of tomatoes in the sector or total absolute, government should give them quota to import this. They'll capitalize on that to import it and give to us. Why can you? How can you import this particular product for us? Well, as I know where I'm getting it. You block us that are genuinely invested millions of dollars on machineries. Because it's going to increase loss of jobs today. The high price of a liter pack. Defaulting in the loan we collected from CBN and other banks. There is no way. Because that's our major raw materials. Even if they want to, they decide to give quota, they should give it to those that genuinely invested in this way because we are the ones that are in need of these concentrates, not the person producing concentrate for us.
So now that the concentrates, you don't have them, you have to import it.
Nobody is producing as of today in Nigeria. And the next thing we're expecting January next year, and government want to penalize us. Those that are already working, because it's a chain.
How does the chain work?
The chain is that we import triple concentrates. We reprocess it from 36 degree bricks to 28. We'll bring it down, put in a can, in a sachet, and pass it to wholesalers and wherever. Than for us importing the finished product in liter packs. Based on that, we created a lot of jobs for more than 9 years, and every month, go to Diamond Bank, you see our record there. We are not paying salary less than 11 million naira on monthly basis. My own company. Conservaria, they are there. Bullets, they are there. Other companies, we are more than 9 in numbers that are using this concentrate as our raw materials.
So, do you produce those end products in this country at the end of the day?
Who?
Companies that you mentioned, do they produce in this country or they bring finished products?
We are not bringing finished product. We are bringing concentrate. That is our own raw materials to produce tomato paste in a can.